Welcome to my first, no lie, my second voice, well no, this is my first official voiceover video, but it's my second voiceover video. If you get what I'm saying, like a voiceover before, but it was like just a little snippet. So this is like my first official voiceover. So today, what are we building? A house. What type of house? I don't even remember, because let me tell you, I made this house from when? Today is April 7th, and this video is supposed to post from when? April 1st, but they're going to post tomorrow, April 8th. And I made this from probably in March, the first part of March, no, like probably in the middle of March, and I just editing. I just editing to post it. But you know, life goes on. So I built this based off this picture that I did see on Instagram, you know, of houses and stuff. I was trying to replicate the house. I don't think I replicated it well, because you see, with me, if someone just not working out, I just gonna leave it and just move on. Because guess what, I don't have time to waste. And building take forever. I think I take a couple days good to build this, because sometimes I just get tired, because I'm lazy sometimes. Oh gosh, lazy girl, me that. But oh, this look nice. This look nice. We can build. This looks so nice. Oh, and let me tell you, I'm trying to delete my mods folder because my game, oh gosh, I start my game and I go bed and come back and it still don't load yet. So I taking my little time and deleting stuff, but I trying to use them before I delete them, because you know how you stay, like people who have a lot of mods, you know that you don't use all your mods. Sometimes you have things there that you never use because it's at the bottom or it's in the middle, so you don't get to use it. But I download all these, so I think that I should use them. So after every video I put out, I go and delete what I use. So, you know, to clean up my mods folder and start again. Because, you know, I can't take the long waiting sometimes for my game to load. Because sometimes I want to build, like say I have class 3 o'clock. 10 o'clock, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to make a build before, or make a couple videos before I go class. I start open SIMS 10 o'clock and it don't load till 12 o'clock. So then I have 3 hours alone. Not even 3 hours, because I have to close it before 3 o'clock. So less than 3 hours to do anything. Waste of my time. Like, I'm not have nothing to do with my time. Almost that. Lad. Watch my terrace. Oh god, that look nice. And let me tell you, see them windows and doors there? I did download. Dumbass, let me talk. I did delete them when I did put out the CC folder, the compilation. I did delete some of them, so I don't have all my doors. And I kind of upset because I wanted my doors. Me never know somebody that empty space there. No, I don't think I did leave it like that. I must end up changing, because what the ledge for? Oh, I was attempting to make, I did make it. So right now I'm trying to make like a little passage to the backyard, and you're going to enter from the front to go around there. So you know, you're gonna have a gate, like a little fence thingy that you can go through to go around to the back. You don't have to go through the house. So you see, you're opening up the side. Yeah. And let me just see, like how this, I finally editing this to post tomorrow. The next, well, let me tell you, for this month I'm going to post bills every Friday. So in all I have 5 bills, and I only finish one. So I have 4 bills to record because I have build and buy CC as well, and I don't want to just delete them and not use them because I like my CCs. I take time to get all of them, to sit and look and download and add. So I'm making them all feel special. I'm gonna use them all before I delete them. Now, what you call this? Landscaping. I can't do it. Oh well, I did do that. They're all around the house. The little grass patch, hedge, hog, whatever the hell it name. I don't know how to do landscape. I don't know how to make it pretty. I just go into something simple and that's it. We'll move on. Guys, guess what? We don't have time for that. The house needs to be finished. Yeah. And let me see my plans. I do have much more plans than this, but I delete most of them because that's too much. You get me? So I end up deleting most of them. My much folder was too big. I know it was over 150 gigabytes. Now when I start deleting from February, I know I'm at about 114. I know I'm going to have less after I do all the bills because I think I have more bills than, no lie, but I have a lot of bills. So fancy. This is the kitchen. And much of these counters, oh gosh, I reminiscing on my CCs. Because I know I delete some of these too before. Because I just, one day, sometimes when your head take you, when you just get mad and upset, you just start saying, you know what, I can't bother with this taking so long, so I just start deleting stuff. Yeah, that was me. I just started deleting things. So, but life goes on. And oh gosh, you know how much at the countertops I had? I remember I did use them in some of my builds. When I'm doing gameplay. How long I don't do any gameplay? Because my game laggy most times. And I just can't bother with gameplay. Just go in, record, and come back out. And I even take out all my mods, so it doesn't make sense playing the game without mods. Because I have a broken CC somewhere. You see at the top right corner on my icon to look, I have something conflicting, but God knows I can't find it. So eventually when I restart my mods folder, it will leave. But for now we just have to move on. Oh, that dining room is nice. Just nice and little. And mirrors. Maybe after I redo my mods folder again. But no, after I accumulate a lot of stuff, I can do another CC folder. But I have to wait until probably next year or end of year December. No, probably end of year. I do another compilation of all my mods because I like to get a lot of mods to do a folder. I can just imagine when I finally delete all these, how my game will run smooth. Perfect. Hi, I'm tired. Oh gosh, what time is it? Oh, my phone updating. And this is the powder room. This is small. The house that I start building today's Thursday. The house I start building on Tuesday. The powder room is so big and extra. But who not changing that? If I change it, I'm gonna have to rebuild. And I can't. And I even let me tell you, the house that I started now, I don't know what to do. I think I have too much space. It's too big. You know, sometimes when the house is too big, you don't know what to do. You get confused. So that's it. So right now I'm confused. So that's why I can't finish that house. This is such a nice bathroom. On to them. Nice and sleek. But I delete all this. Well, you won't see the CC anymore in any amount of bills because I delete them already. And this is the entryway. Oh, I never really need to put anything to say that it's the entryway because you know you can see the door. So at the end of the door you come in, and I have so much clutter too. Mercy, I'm too extra. But then by end of year I'm going to end up with as much CC as this. So these floors are nice. Living room. It took me forever. I hope I did cut it out. I don't even know if I did cut it out, but it took me forever to find a couch that I like. Oh, this couch never bad, but I end up changing it. It took me forever to find a couch. You know, you're just looking for the right one, you know, to match the vibe. And these couches, them just to make the place look big and empty. Cause look at them just each up in the corner, and they have this one whole heap of space. Look at them. Watch it. This big space and two small couch. Come on, better than that. So end up take them out and add more windows. I always wonder why. Oh, that makes sense. The place dark and the light outside coming in. I always wonder why when I add more windows the place inside get dull. I still don't know why. Even though I explained, I still don't know why. And I'm going to end up change these, what do you call them? Rugs. But this never bad at all either. But you know, just not perfect. Oh God, how long have I talk for? Oh, this look nice. Hey, I have tears. Who said me never have tears? This looks so nice. I don't think I did delete any of my couches. No, I don't think I did any of them, but I know I did delete windows and doors and mirrors and plants. And I have so much random items, like sometimes I don't even know where I get them or where I download them. Some random things. Oh, I have a TikTok video for this, but I'm not going to post until Saturday. Yeah. Because tomorrow, oh geez, tomorrow I have my French orals. And I don't read the poems them yet. I'll go read them when I don't voice over this. For my orals, you have to read 2 poems. And you know you're going to talk to the lecturer about them. I don't even know the poems. Last year, what would you read? I don't remember. But anyways, the poems are usually short. They're not, they're usually short. They're not all that long. And you just, having a discussion. And I think you get a question For this year, our questions fall under what? Judge? I don't remember. Oh gosh, I don't remember for you. But you get to like a question based. Okay, so I remember for last semester, my question was based on smoking. If I agree with smoking indoors or something like that. I know you're supposed to prepare a worthy response on that. And then after, no, firstly, when you go in the room, virtual room now, you have a little discussion. How are you? How's school? I don't know if they're going to ask you prefer online or in person because we've been online for a while now. So I don't think they're going to ask that again. But yes, I don't think they're going to ask us again. But they just have like a little discussion. How are you? Etc. etc. And then they ask you. I think they ask you to answer the question first, or they ask you about the poems first, whichever. But what I do, I talk to them a lot, like to not give them any time to ask me any other questions. So like if they ask about the poems, I taught them out, or they ask me how I'm doing, I taught them out because sometimes I cannot hear French. So when she's asking, my brain just not decoding the language. So I don't want her to ask me any extra questions. So I try to just talk her out. So time run out before she can think of, expounding on whatever she's saying. Yeah. But you get the question, like you reach the room like 10 minutes before your time, and she give you the question, and then you prepare your answer, and then you go inside the room. Simple. Nothing to it. And then after that, I'm done for this week. I have exam every day except Tuesday. On Monday I had my translation exam, translation into English. Tuesday I didn't have the exam. Wednesday I had my translation into French. Today, Thursday, I had my Francophone countries. It's about French countries, but it's another French exam today. I'm supposed to write 3 short answers on some topics. And let me tell you, I feel like that lecturer, she was very angry when she said those questions, because how you supposed to ask us those questions? One of the questions was like, this French course, Francophone, is based on French countries. Francophone, basically French countries. So we had to answer 2 questions were based on a film. And one of the questions, I didn't even know the film that she asked about. I just, I never make up so much in my life. Sometimes I think my French lecturers, they laugh when they get my exam papers. Because one thing about me, I will make it up, because I'm not giving you like a blank paper. So I will make up something and give to you. That exam, they hard. Oh God, that was so hard. But then after tomorrow, I'm done with French. Praise be to God. All my French exams are done. And then I only have my other exams left. I have 2 psychology exams, a criminology exam, and a philosophy. I don't even know why I do that philosophy course. Sometimes you just do enough, because for philosophy I had to do a paper, and let me tell you, you basically get to choose a topic, but it's based on a list of topics that they give you, and you choose which one you want to write on. And it's those same topics you present on. So it's 2 assignments. You have to do a presentation and a written paper. And the lecturer said, it's best to not do it on the same topic, and I kind of agree. To not do it on the same topic, because the same grade that you get for your presentation you will get for your written paper. when you can try to do two different things and get two different grades, you know. So I did do my presentation on, it's a philosophy of religion course. I did my presentation on, what is it called that? On the concept of God in Western and non-Western traditions. That's basically, you talk about how the other religions define God, how Christianity define God, how Islam define God, Hinduism, and all the other religions, And I don't think that for my presentation I would have enough to write a 2,500 essay. You get me? So let me tell you, I did this topic because I assumed that it would be easy, because it is a, call it an overplayed topic in a sense, what it means to exist and what it means for God to exist. That was not an easy topic. It wasn't as easy as I thought it would have been, but we move. But anyways, the essay wasn't all that bad. I kinda, when I finished, I enjoyed my essay. I think it's a well put together essay, chef's kiss. So yeah, but let me tell you, I never have to do the course, because right now I'm doing 6 courses. I never have to do that course. I don't know why I do it. Well, I do it because I needed an extra course to complete my degree, but I already do the extra course, but I never realized. So I did end up taking up 2 extra courses. But whatever, life goes on. So I have that exam, and that exam is open for 3 days. I hope it's not my essay again, because I can't water. And I have my 2 psychology exams. One of them is full multiple choice. The other one, well, I'm not sure the format of the other one. I know it's multiple choice. Maybe I get short answers, maybe not. Then I have my criminology exam, which is multiple choice and a short answer. And that is, why am I phone in Chinese? And that is face-to-face exam. Yeah, that's a face-to-face exam, which is sad, because now I have to actually study in depth for it. But whatever. So now this is bedroom number 1. I never usually have a lot of bed CC. I think it's recently I downloaded all those bed CCs. Oh, also I'm not downloading any new CC, because what the point if I try to clear mama's folder and I add in new ones, don't make no sense. So I don't go CC shopping. But when I finish delete everything, I think I go into videos like me going CC shopping and stuff, because people always ask where you get CC from, and I think it's general where you can get CC from. You can just type in whatever you want to see on Google, but I think Pinterest is a much better place. Pinterest is much better to do it. You find much more on Pinterest than on Google, because people they like put together stuff, like you'll find a whole, what you call them, pins, folders, pins, whatever, a whole board with women's shoes or accessories or poses. So Pinterest is a very good place for it. Before I did like SIMS down, but I don't know what their problem is right now. I really don't know what the problem is. I don't know why they're doing that to the. Oh, I passed a little sitting area. Do you like that sitting area? I think it's such a beautiful concept. Yeah. I don't know what they're doing. And then Sims Resource is the next one too, with them 15 seconds. 15 seconds in quotations because it's only 15 seconds wait time. But you know, not knocking your hustle. Do what you have to do. I'm going to build a small house next. Cause look how long I'm talking. I thought I talk. I know I can't done build. I don't even reach the top floor yet. Yo, look at the couch. You know these CC creators, they're so talented. Look at the couch, man. Look at the texture. Gifted hands, I tell you. I'm going, well, I don't start it, but I say I'm going to learn to create CCs before the year finishes. I want to release, like, you know, a creation I made. But I'll know. I don't start learning it. Because, you know, you're busy. Barely have time for yourself. But, you know, I made it a goal, so I'm going to do it. So by the end of this year, look out, that's a door. It looks like a window. Look out for CC from CocoContour. Was it a window or a door? I don't remember what I put in there. I don't think I'm so stupid to put a window. I must have better sense than that. Or maybe it's a window. If it's a window, just change it to a door. Simple math. I'm thinking how long this will take to export when I finish. It takes so long. Okay, so you see when when the scene change like that, that means that I just finish for the day and I pick up another day. Typical lazy me. I hope this recording is nice enough because if you think I'm going to sit and talk over this again, you make a sad mistake. And if you just hear me stop talking someplace, just when the recording stop and it's there, I stop. Because guess what? I don't think I'm going to re-record something again. I don't like botheration. Can you hear that? Nobody might argue. You saw them stare? At the first made them argue, you know? Just to them hear me over here at the voiceover. Them more over there argue. Boy. Them never yet argue. But you them hear me in here. Let me start tonight and let them want to argue. We're on a level at all. You know what I see on TikTok? I see a girl do this stop motion. And it looks so nice. But God say no, say me not doing that. That take time and patience, and I'm a very impatient girl. And the minute something stops working out is the minute I say, you know what, it's just not supposed to work, and just move on. It takes too long, man, although it just looks so nice. You know, you see the production of her video, you see that she spent time and she do her thing, and it just looks so nice. But I could have bothered with that. God say no. Oh wow, Ooh, those colors look so nice together. That look nice too. So I just in my mind, I never put it right now, anything, but in my mind, I decided I was going to try stop motion, but mm-mm, I don't think I could do it. No, I could do it, but I don't want. I don't want to do so much work. But you know, never say never. But that's so much work. But at the end of the day, it looks so nice. You know, you can see where your effort went. Hmm. But I don't want to. No. 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 Oh, this is the master. Wait, I don't even feel telling them. It's right there. I don't even need to say anything. Ooh. You know, looking back at your work, you say, oh wow, it's so nice. And this is there. What is this? In joint? Whatever. In joint, adjoint, whatever the term is. Bathroom. Connected? No, they have a term for it. I just see it one time in one video. So they said a term. I don't remember. Yes, I have bad memory. We know. Well, you don't know, but now you know. I have very bad memory. So I don't remember a lot of stuff. And it's so sad, you know. You may look a young age, but you can't remember stuff. You know, I swear things say, Jesus Father. I swear things say, my laptop shut off, the screen got blank. But I guess because I wasn't touching the screen. But watch the mouse. But I hope it's still recording. Because I don't want to exit right now. You get me? And I have to restart the recording. Or maybe I should check. You know what? I'm going to check. Oh, yeah, we're still recording. That's good. But the recording, it look low. Like we have to turn it up. Well, at least it's better than having to find music. Because let me tell you, oh gosh, every day that God give these people life, YouTube sent me an email that one of my videos, one of the music on my videos, you know, there's a copyright claim on it, and I have to change it. Every day, like every day, I get one. Come on, I don't know why they don't leave me alone. You know, I have a lot of showers too, but I delete them. Yeah, I delete them. I just start having like topics written down and what I'm going to talk about before I start the video, so I can know what to talk about. Yeah, that's what I'm going to know. And I'm going to tell you the topics. So I know what I like to talk about. I can talk about my movies. Let me tell you. So you see, when I was in high school, I did have this friend that, you know, she loved Korean and she loved like BTS and those stuff. And every day I usually cuss her. I usually cuss her and tell her that she's supposed to stop listening to foolishness. That she's a big girl. Not listen, stop watch foolishness, because she usually love watch. You know, she did love watch Korean drama, but she was more interested in BTS. Like she would come to school, she would go home, go learn the dance, and then come to school and showing us. Like, leave us alone. And you know, I usually tell her, you know, she watch foolishness or whatever. People, last year, let me tell you how I started. So last year, 2020. No, it's 2021. Last year, during COVID, I did watch this Korean drama on Netflix, but it's just like a short drama. I can't remember the name. Remember, I have bad memory, so nobody kill me. Oh, the video done. We will tell the story next time. Yeah, me forgot tell that next time. I thought if me even remember, oh, I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write it down, and next time I tell them the story about the Korean drama.